welcome to another video. So today we're going to go over GameAI's midrange sword. It is not an exact copy of the deck, only because I'm missing 4 legendaries, which are mostly just what? I needed 1 more Albert, 2 Sea Queen, and I think 1 more of her. Pretty sure that's what the deck was. Either way, I was missing 4. So I've replaced them with 3 Quick Blader and 1 extra Aldor's Command. Aldor's Command's a solid card, already runs 2, so why not add 1 more? And I enjoy Quick Blader. It's quick 1 damage, it's good turn 1 play, so it opens up a few more options in turn 1, having more things, so not really that bad. You definitely do better with the Sea Queens, I reckon, but this should do pretty well. So we'll make sure to save that, and we'll see how this deck goes. I'd just like to say again, it's not an exact copy of it. I will leave a link to the exact deck, I'll leave a link to this deck, and I'll leave a link to the tier article. But I think this is close enough. I'd also like to thank GameAI for retweeting one of my videos recently. That was pretty helpful. My channel's been growing really fast. We've reached over 100 subscribers, and that's awesome. I never expected to make it that far, but okay. So we can go to the Samurai. We run 2 Albert. The odds of drawing him are probably too small. I think we'll drop the Novice Trooper, which seems to have been the right call. Getting the Vanguard's pretty helpful for turn 1. If this is tempo, we could probably get screwed over pretty quickly. If it's not tempo, and it turns out to be Earth Sigil, which I looked at building, don't have enough cards, which sucks a lot. But we might be in with a chance here. Okay, we'll save that because I know for a fact that we can get more stuff out. Alright. This deck seems to mainly focus on having at least 3 enemy followers. That's probably the only real theme, other than being able to hit the face pretty easy. And having a little bit of defense, just enough to kind of tide you out. Albert is a major win condition. You can pull at least 6 damage with a maximum of 10 off an evolve. So he's pretty good. If not, you can use him to clear the board, which is nearly just as good, so.
Leave this to me. Time to shine.
Defend up a little bit, makes it a little bit harder for him to kill things. We're not worried about Time Worn Mage because that can't be played till turn 5. Which by that stage, we should have a good board. Damn, really hoping something would stick.
Apologies, sir.
Makes my play a little harder. If I play that, I don't get the bonus, which sucks. And that makes it extremely hard to play it where I want to. So we've got the extra evolve, we'll use it here to keep the board off. Because this turn they probably are going to play Time Worn Mage, which we can assume will also go into Piercing Rune. Okay, no Time Worn yet. Alright, probably there's still what, 1 chance, but I doubt they would have played those if they had it, so we should be right here. Seems like they are playing around this though. So far they haven't had 3 followers on board long enough. But it looks like this time they're gonna stick. Great. The one time I didn't really need it to stick that much. I think we have to. Too good a chance to pass up. And we'll go for the evolve. Because I haven't got to push them much more, and they'll be within range of Albert, so... If I can push them down a little bit, I know Rune doesn't run any healing, at least for the decks that I've seen. The odds of them running something like a Unicorn or other healing cards are pretty small, so all I have to do then is survive.
It won't be long now.
And this will be a board clear, won't it? Let's see.
Good. Me?
No board clear. Interesting.
You're safe with me, Captain.
So what have I got? 7 damage. That's enough.
Unbelievable.
That'll be enough. To lose here, I'd have to be hit by Time-Worn Mage into some combination of those. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This isn't too bad, actually.
Blimey.
I was gonna say, they can't afford to leave anything on board.
Wouldn't.
If I can draw a Blader. Didn't draw a Blader, but this may not be that bad. What else have I got here, though? I can't combo anything. So, this is pretty much the only option available.
Me, Captain. It all ends here.
I had wanted to use this for something else, but
I'll be taking your life.
I can't afford to be killed by piercing a rune. They have no evolves left, so I'm not too worried about that. The only chance they have is to somehow storm me out, which they've already used one of. And all I have to do is survive the next turn. I can push Albert through for game. It's going to be close, that's for sure. Definitely not going to be far off. That, or they don't kill this, and I get to play Albert and win the game.
With a bang and a boom.
Alright, looks like they're trying to draw for it. They have one card. They could still have it in hand. It would have been dropped to 0 by that card, so... Nope. Doesn't look like they do, though, do they? Oh, there it is. There we go.
Blimey.
Now I'm in a bad spot. I have no defenses. I have nothing else I can play out. That's it. Pretty sure I die to this. 1 mana short from using Albert's ability, and I'm 1... Yeah. So close. Trying to think whether if I could have kept that evolve, whether it would have made much difference.
No. I should have foreseen this.
Well, very close. But Tempo Rune is probably the hardest deck at the moment to beat. It's good in almost all situations. There isn't much that can easily counter it. And I think if I could have probably got no Tahime maybe, could have used that to push the extra damage I might have needed. That's where swapping out cards that I swapped out really hit you hard, but odds are I probably wouldn't have drawn it anyway. Another rune, great.
You must die. I guess you're looking for a fight.
I think we'll keep it. It's quite a strong ward. Can't be hit by spells, meaning Time-Worn Mage won't work on it. I can use it as an alright blockade.
How do you do?
Alright, I've got both my Alberts. That's pretty much, what, 20 damage at turn 10 if I pull 1 out on 9 and 1 out on 10 and can hit all to face. And it's an Earthright deck. We actually have a chance then.
The battlefield's away. Come on. Unbelievable.
We just need to draw into a 4-drop that isn't Floral Fencer. If we draw into Floral Fencer, well, drawing it won't be bad. It just means I won't have any play from here.
No! Retreat!
think we just do it for board presence. The more I can keep on board, the better.
Better not be mean.
Guardian
You're
Golem.
done for.
Debating on whether to pull Albert out next.
You're not to be beat tonight.
I probably won't.
What the heck?
If I wait till next turn, I can pull out this and get a boost off it probably. Probably just play a Samurai anyway. The Samurai's better. Definitely better if you can play it on 3. But I think at least this gives me a chance. Threw out a piercing rune, which is good.
It won't be long now.
Come on, I just need him to play one thing. Any one thing will do.
You wouldn't.
Well, that will work. Oh, the Floral Fencer. Not enough damage.
On my blade, victory and prosperity are yours. You are done for. Featherblade, you're mine.
Alright, this is going to let me defend a little. I was hoping I'd actually have a chance against this deck, but I don't think I'm gonna. If they kill me with the Evolve and deal 5 damage to my face, I need to survive off basically nothing,
This ends here.
which is really difficult.
I was naive. I thirst for more knowledge.
I was trying to think if there was any way for me to actually come off this and turn out okay.
It won't be long now. Away with ye,
The
sir.
only
I'll
chance
be
I've got
taking your legs. Still too unbelievable.
is to not die. If I die to this 5-4, that would be sad, but... Yep, and that's
An
game.
exemplary battle.
Not bad at all. So this deck isn't that bad. The main problem I had was coming up against 2 rune decks. The deck itself definitely isn't too bad. Like I said, definitely benefit from having 1 extra of her, 1 extra of him, and 2 more Otohimes for sure. That will really help the deck. But I think overall this deck isn't bad. It's just the fact that there are better meta decks at the moment. Which, if you haven't, check out my other videos. I've got 2 of the top tier decks and 1 tier 2 deck. This is also a tier 2 deck, so hope that you guys can check those out and enjoy those videos. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.